This is Everything is Possible. My name is Ashlee Greer, and I help you live a life you love. Today, we're going to talk about the fact that it's either a hell yes or it's a no. This is one of my favorite philosophies, favorite life philosophies, and it's something that I myself have lived by for many, many years. You see, many years ago, I used to live what I like to call a khaki dried up life. I was a practicing psychologist. I was engaged to a nice man. I had a great job, was the head of trauma at a big university, but I was totally unfulfilled and I felt totally dissatisfied with my life. And suddenly one of my friends asked me a question. She sat me down and she said, "Ash, do you want to live an ordinary life or do you want to live an extraordinary life?" And I realized at that moment, I only have one shot at this. I only have one shot to live an extraordinary life. And if each and every one of my choices were supporting living an ordinary life, living a life I wasn't satisfied with and wasn't happy with, one that made me feel dried up inside, where there wasn't any color, then I was choosing to live an ordinary life. And that wasn't who I was. And so I began to ask myself, with each and every question, each and every day, did this choice, did this opportunity make me stand up and feel excited? Did it make me feel fully alive? Or did it make me feel defeated? Did it make me feel bored? Did it make me feel sort of down or irritable? Each and every day, we have an opportunity to choose. We have an opportunity to choose those things which are a hell yes, or those things which make us feel like no. We can feel it in our gut. We can feel it inside of us. Each and every time someone asks us if we want to do something, if we want to be involved in a new project, if we want to say yes to a coffee date with a new person, if we want to go for a walk, we know inside whether it's a yes or a no. The problem is we've spent so much time and we've been taught for many, many years in our culture to silence that inner knowing, to ignore what we know to be true. We've been taught this in order to keep other people happy. Now, it might take a little bit of discomfort on your side to say yes when you mean yes and to say no when you mean no. And it may mean making some other people unhappy. You need to evaluate who it's essential to keep happy in your life and who it's not so important to keep happy. So if your kids, they want you to come to their, winter concert, perhaps that's not something you really want to do, is listen to a bunch of 10-year-olds sing Jingle Bells over and over. Different classes sing Jingle Bells or different holiday carols. But it's something that you care about because you care about your child. And you care about your child feeling loved and feeling supported, then that's a hell yes for a different reason, right? It's not a hell yes because you want to go spend your Friday night in that auditorium listening to all those kids sing. It's a hell yes because you want your child to feel loved and supported. Now, if your neighbor asks you to go to their holiday concert, you might be tempted to say yes because you don't want to make them feel bad. But why is that important to you? It's important to you just because you have discomfort around making people feel bad, but you don't have to prioritize other people's feelings and basically sacrifice your life in order to do so. You see, back to the story I was telling you about my own life, I was stuck in that khaki life that made me very unhappy because I was afraid to say no. I was afraid to express to my fiance, my ex-fiance, that I was unhappy. I was afraid what it would mean if I quit my job as a psychologist and went out and started my own business. I was afraid that people would think I was crazy or people would think I was frittering away my PhD. I was obsessed with what other people thought I should do and keeping other people happy with my decisions instead of staying happy with my own decisions. And this is why it's so important to evaluate each and every time whether your decisions are coming from a true yes or a true no. You can do it. I believe in you. Thanks for listening. If you enjoyed what you heard today, please feel free to leave a comment and ask any questions you might have. If you want to feel more passion for life with a hell yes attitude, make sure you subscribe to this channel for daily updates.